K'Sante is still strong, don't get me wrong. Great front line for the Zeri, but rough into this. And now this is the other pick I was going to talk about earlier, but I forgot to mention.
Kalista Renata on 4-5?
And it's just, I mean, what do you do?
None of the options really feel all that good.
I feel like if they had banned the Kalista instead of the Alistar, we'd see just an Ezreal lane instead here for D+. I think they had both prepped and ready to go. Two different sides of the coin, very different styles of playing that bottom lane, but it's going to be double 80 carry no matter what.
I don't know whether I'm all about this Rakan pick, but let's see how it works out as we jump into the Rift for Game 2.
I am a little bit worried about this pick as here comes a level 1.
Yep, they get the ward in. They look to try and take that one down early as well. That is going to be secured. Zombie ward also taken, which is a little bit more even. As Aiming has taken Rend level 1, we do see a fair few Pierce level 1s, but has taken the Rend just to help him out on longer trades, as Fisher just getting autoed down by Showmaker here, skirting the turret range well. Man, Braum would have been so good because we could have then had Santa Claus and the Christmas tree in the same game. Instead, the Christmas tree is by himself, or is he? He's found a whole bunch of friends here on the bottom side. He's trying to walk his way out, and that is going to be a flash used. The grand entrance was good. They spotted Sylvie. That meant that Lucid wanted nothing to do with it. So that's just a kind of free flash there that they really started to look fellable, right? Like, this was where we really did see a renaissance, as now Kingan's in a bit of trouble. Sylvie moving on up. Let's see when the flash is going to be used, or if. And he decides to hold on to it. Felt like he was checkmated, and I think he might have been right. Sylvie able to capitalize at the same time. Him getting first blood, not a bad thing. As Arise, the Sand Soldiers come out. There's the Emperor's Divide to push Showmaker away. And Fisher says, that's enough. I delivered my message. You got it loud and clear. As the Drake is going to be taken. Next one going to be a Cloud. As in goes Showmaker. I don't know about that one. As Sylvie comes on in. Showmaker does get the reset, though. And he'll be able to make his way out. So
scary moment there for Showmaker. Definitely a lot of...
wanted to even the trade, you know? Like we were saying that he didn't have to use his ultimate. Well, just wanted to make sure he puts it on cooldown so they're on even footing. So that's a whole wave. Jiwoo misses out on. Nice handshake there as Jiwoo going to get flashed after the hostile takeover. Just barely connects. As there's the Fate's Call. Sylvie in a good position, though. And now the double knockup is really good. I think Kellen understanding that he is definitely dead, and even the Pierce is going to miss. Aiming actually moving towards them. I don't know about that one, as Kellen is going to still be alive for now, but they're just staggering the backs, I guess. There we go. Jiwoo's going to be able to lock down the second kill for Nongshim, and despite these lanes have looked like it's D+'s control, it still says 0-2 at the top of the scoreboard.
You're positioned really well there to make sure there was no way Aiming could have all-in him, gotten a kill, and then gotten a reset there for Kellen to come back in. Meanwhile,
Jiwoo going to throw down the ulti. Aiming just trying to dance his way out. Does so quite nicely. Martial pose, pretty good. Making sure that the burst fires are as difficult to land as possible.
Kingan in the top side as Sylvie is alone.
Is fully aware of what's going on here, but Kellen turning up might turn the tides. Nice handshake is going to come on through. Lucid actually he's thinking about it now. There's the flash, wants to get the twisted advance, but there is the brambles coming out. Nature's Grasp going to get blocked there by Guga. And Sylvie will be absolutely fine. I don't think that they were expecting Guga to be right there in time. Like, cooldowns seem to be in a weird spot in this game. As Kingan just flashing. Dundun looking for the all-out opportunity. He'll find it as Sylvie, he's making his way up. And I think Kingan has gotten that bad news again. He's trying to hop around. It does not work out. And Sylvie's going to do it once again. Both of his kills onto Kingan. Hasn't died yet. Is definitely good. As now Fisher, he may not necessarily be so lucky, but he flashes out of the handshake and is able to shift the sands over the wall. Shelly going to get ignored for a few moments, but should get started up once again.
Dundun has teleport and is going to pressure this bottom turret, so D+ need to do something fast here. Otherwise, they're a bit on a timer at the moment. That might be the whole turret going down. He's got demolished, so Fisher has ult.
He is rotating up. There's the Nature's Grasp. Over the wall goes Lucid, and immediately he flashes back. Fate's Call comes in. Decent hostile takeover, but Jiwoo is kind of okay. Just over the wall. Kellen now getting in there. Emperor's Divide onto 3, but it's a double. Just straight out of nowhere. Still, it's going to be the Rift Herald secured by Jiwoo, who's in a really weird spot. Dundun turns up. He is an absolute raid boss. As Lucid and Kingan are trying to deal with the Zeri, and they will be successful. Aiming, not so much. Did he get any of those kills? I don't think so, so not going to be celebrating 2,000. Nope, not just yet. But still, the best news here for D+, as he's out of there. Kingan unseen.
I mean, I really like the way Nongshim played the map for this one because they had the threat of the teleporting Dundun, right? They pulled the Tristana down. They had the numbers advantage. They were pulling the Herald at that moment. Fisher was in a good position with Emperor's Divide, but it's a really clean engage from Lucid and Kellen, actually. Nature's Grass comes out first. He blast cones in, catches Jiwoo through the wall here, and then the hostile takeover prevents any sort of follow-up here. This allows Kingen to get in position. He's got his Narbar ready, and I think Fisher really didn't want to use his ultimate initially there to get only one target. He wanted the big one, but by the time he does, the fight is nearly over. Dundun does end up winning that other side as we jump out of the replay. Whoa! That's why.
That was a massive jump scare. Thank you very much for that one. I know there's some cool horror movies coming out, Jonas Strong, but you did not need to prepare. It's just a surprise Dundun straight out of the brush.
Nongshim, they call them solo lanes for a reason, not supposed to be a duo in there.
Exactly! What's going on? And Kingen now with a great Narbar position. And that crash is an odd one. Dundun is just going to get thrown, but does manage to buffer the anti-CC. Kellen flash handshake, doesn't quite get there as Lucid on that flank angle. Twisted advance to try and buy him some space. Hostile takeover to save the tree, and Guga goes down. Dundun, he's going to try and be a hero. He goes all out into the death chamber, and that is going to be the kill for Showmaker. And that is... It's been a little bit of a problem. Sylvie, though, is still going to be able to find Kellen here, who does complete a Warmogs and tries to bail himself out, and it does absolutely nothing. So that's a second kill for Jiwoo.
I won't certify it, but he is starting to become a bit of a threat in this game, and this game has been a lot more about the AD carry in the mid lane than it's been about the AD carry in the bottom lane here for D+, so anything else. But the Soul will be useful when we consider the bailout power and how much more oomph you can get below 50%, but D+ just starting this Baron up now, and Nongshim just have no real vision here, but they're not fully grouped, so once Sylvie susses this out, I think we will absolutely see a contest. Dundun has teleport, he's rushing over. Kingen also can find an angle, he's just going to TP right onto it.
I mean, this is going down so incredibly quickly. Nature's Grasp going to be used here, and so can they actually do anything? No, they can't. The control of the pit is just too high for this Maokai composition. And DK, it's highway robbery.
Yeah, and it's also the Baron pit that has the bowling alley.
Yeah. Bowling alley Baron, actually ridiculous. For the Maokai, you're absolutely right. It's Guga. Oh dear, he's just going to explode. Hostile takeover comes in, doesn't really get too much done, but Nongshim still find themselves in a really awkward position. All out takes Dundun like to 1,000,000 kilometers away, and he just gets thrown into a wall and taken down. But that was not the journey he was looking for.
Yeah. Dangerous.
Sylvie in the mist. There's a flash forward from Kellen. He finds a handshake onto Guga, who puts out the quickness and is immediately taken over hostilely. And I don't think Sylvie's getting out of this one. There's going to be the chain CC. Twisted advance just to continue the fight. They take down the tree, but the buster shot is too powerful. And aiming quickly, flash in, get the rend. There it is, 2,000 kills. As D+ at least managed to get him that before they end the game. That's going to be the ace, and that should be the end.
There it is. Aiming gets the last lap, the final kill, the cherry on top of a dominant performance the D+ fans were hoping for today. Sure, a bit shaky in some of the fourth plays early, but they had map control from start to finish, and Nongshim looked a little bit lost in this one. A clean 2-0 for D+, their fourth win of the season. Kingen looking better overall. Lucid massively improved. Kellen is back. On Renata, a fantastic champion for him, as you were alluding to, one of our best Renatas when Renata was released.